Clear prop.
All right, and it's as simple as that. So now you're catching me on the or actually you're catching me on the audio, so it's probably going to sound a lot different. So what I'm doing, turning on my headset, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure everything is looking good here. We have nav on, lights on, avionics are all coming up. So this is a Generation 2 2005 aircraft, and it has basically the original aviation or avionics for you. So you got the Avidynes, and so it's slower. It doesn't have all the cool things that you can get nowadays. Okay, we're confirming that we have updated information. Everything is looking bueno. So right now it's looking for satellites, and the problem is with these older GNS 430s is it takes a lot longer to actually connect to satellites, so that way we know where we are in this world. It's got 3 so far. We want at least 4, so that way this thing turns into that we're good. Let's pull the power back because we're a little high. All right, we want 1,000 RPM, and we're going to go ahead and lean out for just idle. All right. As the girl puts on her headset. There we go. Too easy. Okay, so it's going to say, it was asking about fuel. We got full fuel, so we're going to say 81 gallons, so we're good there. Acknowledge all of this information because it's already come up, so we're good. Everything's bueno. So fuel is done. This is talking about, all of the issues that you have to have, like, right? So not issues, with all the, when you're flying in day, 152 at night, how that changes. This is really cool. So all the stuff that you learn in flight, in flight classes, this is what it's basically right here in front of you. Icing conditions in this plane, you can't have it. You can't fly into known icing. So that's been reviewed. Have you considered density, altitude? Have you, takeoff distance, climb performance, fuel requirements, landing distance, weight and balance? What does that sound like? NW craft? That's exactly what it is. All right, fit for flight. Here we go. So do we have illness, medication, stress, alcohol, fatigue, emotion? Well, I'm not emotional, so I'm good. And all these other things are checked too. So we have CAPS, right? So this is our
Maintenance 3 camera ground.
CAPS lever. That's the full parachute. And it's talking about the passenger briefing, So now we're talking about the emergency exits, where they are. And she already knows how to get out of this place. She knows where the egress hammer is, which is right there. Fire extinguisher, she knows where that's at, and that's also down here. No smoking, obviously. All right, so we're all good there. So terrain awareness has been inhibited. Okay, so now at this point, we're going to put a flight plan in. Okay, so here we are. Old GNS 430s, and we got 2 of these suckers. All right, let's go to the flight plan. We got KCMA, so we are at KCMA. Hit the cursor button, we're going to go Ontario. So we're going to fly towards Ontario. So K-O, under the alphabet, all right. N. So you have to toggle the little guy. T. K-O-N-T. Got it, Ontario. And then you're going to look up here, and boom, you got this line that just shot from Camarillo straight to Ontario, which is right there. So we're going the right direction. And then Banning. So we're going to go through the Banning Pass. K, B, N, G. There it is. Good. And it checks on our screen here. Next will be Blythe. K, B, L, H. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. There's H. Blythe. There we go, so that's in. And then K, G, Y, R, which is Goodyear and Arizona. This is going to line me up for the runway. R. See how long this takes? The newer aircraft is so much faster. The newer Cirrus is, if you have it on your flight plan here, you hit a button and it'll just go from here to your avionics suite. And yeah, that's sweet, all right. And then Phoenix, KPHX. KPHX. Okay, there we go. So we're in. That's our flight plan. And you can zoom out and make sure that it's checking. And so far it is. You see how much slower this thing is, but look at where we're going. So we're going from Camarillo all the way to here by the ocean and go all the way to Phoenix, Arizona. Too easy. Okay, so once we've done that, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do my checklist. This is what's awesome. Another thing that's really cool about Cirrus is everything's all on board. So we've already done all the starting engine stuff. So before taxi, got flaps up. So we'll put the flaps up. Radios and avionics as required. So we have 128.2, which is the tower here. We have 121.8. But before we contact ground, we have to make sure we get our ATIS.
5, altimeter 29904. GPS processes and in the partner runway 26. Use caution, increased bird activity in the vicinity of Camarillo Airport. NOTAMs crane at 0.9 nautical miles southeast at or below 75 feet. All aircraft feedback, control instruction and runway estimates with the call sign. On initial contact, advise information Romeo.
Romeo, so we have Romeo.
Camera tower information, Romeo 1855, Zulu observation, wind at 260 at 9er, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 2.15, altimeter 29904, GPS processes and in the partner runway 26. Use caution, increased bird activity in the vicinity of Camarillo Airport. NOTAMs crane at 0.9 nautical miles southeast at or below 75 feet. All aircraft feedback, control instruction and runway estimates with the call sign. On initial contact, advise information Romeo.
Okay, perfect. So we have Romeo. And we'll listen to ground now. So we have all the information for what the what runway they're using, what the winds are doing. Radios and avionics are set at the moment. Cabin heat and defrost, we don't need that right now. Fuel selector, switch tank. What they want to do is find out if when we change tanks, is it going to kill our engine? Starvation, we don't want that. Or if the engine-driven fuel pump isn't working. Want to make sure that's what we find that out now on the ground. Parking brake disengage, brakes check. All that means is release the brakes, we're rolling, and it stops. So we have that. HSI orientation looks good both places. Attitude, gyro, looks good. Turn coordinator, we're going to check that as we're taxiing. Next checklist, doors are latched. Not mine because it's too hot right now and I don't have AC. So caps handle, we verified that we have it disconnected. So if we need it, we can just grab it, pull it, and deploy it. Seatbelt shoulder harnesses are where they need to be and connected and on, all that good stuff. Fuel quantity has been confirmed. We have fuel, full fuel. Fuel selector's on the fullest tank. Let's go. I like taking off with the left. Okay, fuel pump is on boost, so we're good there. Mixture as required for taxi. Flaps 50, and we're going to confirm that. So as the flaps are coming down, I'm going to verify with this. So flaps 50 is full aileron, and I check it for both sides, so we're good. Transponder is set 1200 and the altitude is set, so it's letting everybody ATC know what our altitude is. Autopilot check. All we got to do now is go heading mode. So I'm going to set my heading bug to south because that's where we're facing south. Hit the heading bug. Check this out. So we're going to turn to the left. It goes to the left. Should be able to overpower that. Goes to the right. Turns to the right. Should be able to overpower that. And then we can also check our altitude. So if you want to descend or ascend, you have to know that you can do that. Okay, so when you go 550, we'll go altitude. So, go there. Ascend 500.
Camarillo ground, Cessna 63.
Going forward.
Mission Romeo looking to taxi for departure to the east.
And it's going down.
I'm calling from the east end, Camarillo ground, running 26. Taxi via Golf Alpha, verify call sign.
Shuts off.
26, call sign Cessna 63580.
And our flight, since we're here, is going to be 11,500. I love altitude, but not so much to where we're having to use oxygen. But we run into an issue. I want time to think about things. All right, so there we go. All is set there. Let's fix our, there we go. Takeoff is set. All right, navigation, radios, GPSs are all set, so we have that set. This is set, so it's 124.7 is Magoo, so once we get in the air, they'll tell us we can go ahead and transfer over, and I'll contact Point Magoo, and I'll let them know where I'm going, and want to get some flight following, so you'll get that in the air. Cabin heat and defrost, We don't need brakes hold in the 1700 RPM. That's it for now. We're going to taxi, and that'll be that. Oh yeah. So we're going to contact ground and let them know what our game plan is, and let them know we want to get our taxi instructions to runway 26, and this is all non-movement areas, so we don't have to worry about contacting, but I will contact them right now and let them know where I'm at. So we have information Romeo. Okay, left tank. Camarillo ground, good morning. Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta is at the east hangars. Information Romeo, right downwind departure.
Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta, Camarillo ground, 1826, taxi via Golf Alpha.
All right, taxi 26 via Golf Alpha, 381, Charlie Delta. How hard is that? Not so hard. It's a little warm in these rhinos. Anybody who knows where that's from, put that in the comment section. That means you're cool if you know where that came from. If you don't know where that came from, you're a little less cool. All right, so we're just taxiing around. As we're taxiing, I saw that, when I turn to the right, numbers get bigger. Turn to the left, the numbers get smaller. Everything's going good there. We have our compass here, and it's full of fluid, and it is freely moving. So that is good news. Okay, so we have all lights are on at the moment. We don't need pitot heat. We don't need any of that. And I'm just doing extra check things as we're just taxiing along because it's going to be about a minute or two before we actually get to runway 26 for our run-up. Now, a lot of this stuff goes faster than it's going right now because I'm actually, describing what I'm doing to you guys. But, I've been flying this plane for almost 400 hours now, and your checklist can go quick. I mean, you can get going quick and get off the ground relatively fast. But what I do love about this airplane is that even though it is older, a 2005, which is new compared to a lot of these Cessnas we all learned how to fly in, but the point is, it's so nice to have all of this stuff here. Instead of fumbling through checklists and going, okay, we got to fold this and we're going, it's all just right here. It's just so nice. And these big screens are great for, you're looking at your attitude, looking at your how fast you're, flying, how fast you're climbing, descending. It's just friggin' awesome, man. I love it. And what's cool is that, you get all the same performance in these aircraft, but as the newer ones, but you're going to spend a whole lot less on something this age. A G2, and the
Camarillo ground.
The other cool thing is that
looking to pick up my clearance
you can change all this.
November.
You can put all brand new avionics, dashboard, interior. You can make these things look like a brand new car.
Turn right heading 275 Vector Camarillo, as filed.
If you got the money for it, right?
3000, expect flight level 270, 5 minutes after departure.
Okay.
Departure frequency 124.7, squawk 7370.
At 33.
Give me that squawk.
We got more batteries in the back.
7370.
Clear to Oscar Uniform November, right turn to 275 on departure, then as filed. Climb maintain 3000, expect flight level 270 and 5. Departure frequencies 124.7 and squawk 7370. 235 Sierra Foxtrot.
TBN 5 Sierra Foxtrot, read back correct.
Okay, so check it out.
Ground, Grumman Tiger 513 Romeo, Mike, transient taxi for takeoff with Romeo.
So what we're going to do is turn this down for one. Good grief. All good there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run our power up. So we're going to go full mixture. We're going to go up to 1700 RPM, and as we're doing it, we're going to go to the engine page. So we're looking for 1700 here and there. Okay, so we got about that. All right, I'll take 1720. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go, first things first, pitot heat. I want to make sure that my voltage meter is going to take the amperage. All right, that's twice, that's good. So 1, 2 clicks to the left, now check my mags. Slight drop, now we're at 1660. Go back to both. We're at 1720, 1710. Okay, we want less than 150. That's great. This magneto is great. So now left magneto, so it's 1 click to the left. We have that same drop. Great. Both are doing really, really good. So back to both. This is how we're going to take off. All right, now the one thing I want to do is I want to check all my dummy lights, right? All this, make sure that they are working, so that way, you know, if something were to go wrong, it will let me know and I will see it, okay? So we're all good there. The last thing I want to do, all the engine instruments were in the green, by the way, so we're all good there. I'm pulling the power back. I want to see if this thing will stall on me when you pull the power all the way. We're good there. Okay, back to 1,000. We are essentially ready to go, but we want to do one last thing. So left, boost is on, mixture is where I want it at the moment, flaps 50, check all of our flight plan, everything looks good, engine instruments are all looking good. Okay, we have all our lights are on, pitot heat is not needed, everything else is all looking good. So that's my final look, right? So now I'm ready to take off, so I'll let them know.
Sorry, I'm over here by Stellar Avion at the far east end.
November 5, Sierra Foxtrot, runway 26, taxi via Golf Alpha.
26 via Golf Alpha, 225 Sierra Foxtrot.
All right, let's let them know a thing or two. Camarillo ground, Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta run-up is complete.
Cirrus 1 Charlie Delta, continue taxi, contact tower.
All right, continue taxiing over to tower, 1 Charlie Delta. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our checklist. Everything was good. Good. I know all this. Flight controls, free and correct. Everything is good there. Easy to check whenever you're moving, it's no big deal. All right, trim is already set for takeoff, already did that, and autopilot is off. So we're happy. Now what I want to do is go over to tower.
Quebec, number 3. Clear to land.
Close the door. We're all good, so now we can take off. And we're going to let tower know where we're at. Camarillo Tower, Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta holding short of 26 at Alpha for right downwind departure.
Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta, Camarillo Tower, roger, traffic landing. Cessna 3 Bravo Golf, turn left Bravo, contact ground point 8.
Bravo ground point 8, 3 Bravo Golf.
And what I like to do is I like to zoom in when I'm taking off. I want to make sure that I have a good, clear visual of any other aircraft that are in my area. So we have terrain awareness. We also have traffic alert. So you'll hear that, traffic. And there's our traffic that's landing, little 172. Let's see how he does. Beautiful job. And he's riding a wheelie. Oh yeah, good job.
Cessna 3 November Delta, turn left Bravo, contact ground point 8.
Bravo, contact ground 3 November Delta, thank you.
Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta, right downwind approved, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
All right, 26 clear for takeoff, right downwind approved, 1 Charlie Delta. All right, let's go ahead and get this gang going. All right, full mixture. Everything checks. Everything is right where we want it to be. All engine instruments are looking perfect, so this is what we want. We want close to center line here. Get right on center line. Okay, as we start to increase the power, I want to be checking my airspeed. Okay, we're registering there and there, so we're good. So we're both places are registering, which is important to me. All right, full power is in. Center line held. I can take off around 75. There we go. She wants to fly.
Crew
Tap
check
the brakes.
546. Traffic may depart prior to arrival. TVM.
Roger that, check 546.
TVM 2350 Foxtrot, Camarillo Tower, runway 26, clear for
Okay,
takeoff.
no more runway left. We'll go ahead and clean up our flaps. Now we're going to be flaps clean. We're going to pitch for
TVM
105.
50 Foxtrot, Camarillo Tower, you up?
225 Sierra Foxtrot's up.
TVM 2350 Foxtrot, Camarillo Tower, runway 26,
Gotta pull a
clear for
little
takeoff.
harder.
Traffic 2 mile final Cessna.
26 clear for takeoff, 5 Sierra Foxtrot.
Okay, we're going to have 600. 600, we have caps available to us, and we're going to make our right crosswind. Continue our nice little climb to 11,500.
Cirrus 1 Charlie Delta, frequency change approved.
Okay, frequency change approved for 381 Charlie Delta. Have a great day, guys. All right, so now we have frequency change approved. I'm gonna stay on tower for a little longer because I don't wanna, if there's an emergency or somebody kind of gets in my way or something like that, I want them to be able to tell me right away. Okay, so now the airport is to my right, and we are officially downwind. We are right downwind. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go direct to Ontario, enter, enter. Get our magenta line on our nose. Got it. Okay, so we're gonna go nav once, twice, so that way we can let go of the handle here. And now essentially I'm just gonna look for my speed, my climb out speed. I want 105, so look at how aggressive this thing is. At 105, with me and her, full fuel, baggage, it's wanting to climb at almost 2,000 feet a minute. That's a Cirrus. That's a Cirrus for you guys.
KBM 50 Foxtrot, contact Flint, and a good departure.
Full departure, 50 Foxtrot, good day.
That's 1,000 feet now, so we're good. 1,000 feet a minute, which is great. I'm gonna go ahead and bug my heading. In case I have to go heading mode away from navigation. Let's say they say, hey, Sean, turn, or not Sean, but 381 Charlie Delta, turn 15 degrees to the left. I don't have to mess with this, I already have it set. We're good. Okay, now I'm high enough to where I'm not in their airspace at all, so let's talk to Magoo.
Approach Foxtrot.
Approach 544 Tower, whiskey with you, 4,700 feet.
And as we're climbing out, we're just leaning it out as we need.
Approach information, Zulu, correction, Romeo, Camarillo, descent pilot discussion.
Magoo approach, Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta, VFR request.
VFR request, call back in 2 minutes.
2 minutes, Charlie Delta. Actually, I didn't have to say anything back, but in 2 minutes, I'm going to be pretty much needing to get transferred over to LA Center.
2350 Foxtrot, turn left heading 250, center assigned vector.
Okay, so as I'm climbing out, I am leaning this thing. So for 4,000, it's looking for 24 gallons, and we're already at 4,000. So we need to lean this out from 26 to 24. And the reason it wants this is because as we're climbing out of altitude, it's changing how much fuel it actually needs to gain the best power. That's all it is.
0 Foxtrot, traffic's beneath you now, 2.3, no factor.
All right, 2.6 gallons used so far. Doing great. So literally all I'm doing is just monitoring stuff at this point. Everything's looking good. The propeller's not overspeeding. Everything looks good, you know. Another thing that's really cool about the Cirrus is that you have the power lever instead of your throttle and then your prop, right? The blue lever. That's just more work. It doesn't mean that it's, you know, everybody gets used to it. But this is just nice because as you descend or as you ascend or anything, it's all doing it for you. You know, as you pull the power back, it's going to change how much the manifold pressure. The GoPro that's right here is just getting blasted by the sun. So
good afternoon. What's your intentions today?
It keeps shutting it down, so we're going to disregard that camera.
647 stay in El Monte. Thank you. Advise information. Juliet's at El Monte, but might be Kilo by now.
Isn't it beautiful?
We'll advise when we have the 8 and 6 for X-ray.
Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, here's my little flight deck. Where we're at in the world. So much information. I really love it. You know, the newer airplanes, the newer Cirruses have even more information. But this one's, you know, does well for me. We got traffic. We got our fuel flow, fuel amount used, what we have remaining, hours in the air remaining. So if you know, now we know we have 6.5 hours worth of fuel. You know, if everything was just socked in below and we're like, man, where do we go? Well, we can get somewhere that's 6 hours away. So we have a crosswind, 194 degrees. We're flying direct east. So we're lean a peak. So we're on the lower end of power, but we're extending our flight amount, you know, our flight ability. So our true airspeed is 157, our ground speed is 157 knots. So we're flying about 175 miles an hour, which isn't too shabby when you're going lean a peak, you know, cruising around. Off in the distance over there is Lancaster, Palmdale area. Pretty cool.
Charlie Delta approach.
381 Charlie Delta, go ahead.
Cirrus 1 Charlie Delta, did you want to continue at that altitude going 1,500?
If okay with you, 1 Charlie Delta.
That is approved.
Now, they're asking if I want to stay at 11,500. I'm sure she's got traffic all over the place that, you know, she needs to make sure she can, for avoidance and all that. So I want to stay at 11,500 because as we start getting over to the high desert, we're not going to be as high above the ground as we are here in the LA Valley. So altitude is your friend, especially whenever you're going long distances or you're over area that you're not 100% familiar with, or you know, you want to be able to have, if this engine were to cut out right now, I want to be able to get to airport some way, somehow, and see it, right? What's beautiful about this is I can see all kinds of airports. Now, you can't make all these out here, but I could very well make Pacoima, you know, and the good thing is I have the parachute. You know, it's a blessing. It's a luxury, in my opinion, to have this extra safety net. You know, if things were to go really, really wrong. So it's one of the things that really pushed me to get a Cirrus was, you know, that extra safety net, and it's proven to be, you know, I fly really, really, you know, confident, but most airplanes don't have it. So whenever you're flying, you want to always make sure that you're high enough that you can make a decision and have time to execute that decision.
Cancel,
so there's that.
Clearance to descend via except maintain 13,000 Delta 2820.
So we got a long distance to get to Phoenix, right? An hour and 52 to be exact. But you don't want to get stagnant. You know, what I call it a stale cockpit. You want to make sure that you're doing whatever you could be doing to make it easier when you get to your destination. One of the things is, well, my backup, you know, number 2 radio, number 2, I want to make sure that I have ATIS for Phoenix. I want to make sure that I have ground for Phoenix. I use tower on the top radio. So as I'm talking to ATC, I'm using the top. When I'm on the ground, like, so I look at it like this. The top one is for being in the air. The bottom one is for being on the ground. ATIS, good information to get to the ground. Talking to ground, talking to clearance, all that stuff, all on this radio here. This is the one I would use for being in the air when I'm transferring from one frequency to the next. We're at 9.5 gallons used so far. Once we get to 10, we'll switch back to the left tank.
10 miles eastbound, Cirrus 1,500. I'll get you lower here in about 7 miles.
Delta 2820, roger.
So they're talking about me, essentially at 11,500. They're talking to a Delta commercial flight. So I hear it as I'm flying along. They're basically talking about me. And I'm okay with it. They can
Cirrus
talk
1 Charlie Delta for traffic inbound to LX. Turn left heading at 050. I'll get you back on course in about 10 miles.
Okay, left 050, 1 Charlie Delta. So heading mode, turn left 050.
Miles descending at a 13,000.
So
the Delta Airbus
we get our left 050 in.
Turbulence, so restricted above you for now.
Now the aircraft is turning to 050. And the only reason she's doing this is because there's a plane coming in and they want to make sure that we don't hit each other.
Descend, recleared, left turn correction, recleared approach, runway 24 right.
Recleared approach 24 right, Delta 2820.
The 2820, contact approach 128.5, speed 250.
Okay, that's 2850 Delta 2828. Take care, man.
Okay, 9.8 used. Getting close to changing over back to the left tank.
There's 1 Charlie Delta, traffic, 2 o'clock, 15 miles, descending out of 15,000, heavy Boeing Dreamliner. Once they pass, I'll get you back on course.
Okay, I'll be looking out for that traffic, 1 Charlie Delta. Okay, so she's saying 2 o'clock. This is noon, this is 1, this is 2 o'clock. So I'm looking over here for a big old jet plane. And I don't see it right now, but I will in a little while, I'm sure. But once that airplane passes, then she'll put me back on course again. Okay, 9.9.
Charlie Delta, additional traffic, 3 o'clock, 5 miles, descending at a 10,000 is a Southwest Boeing 737.
Okay, also looking for that traffic, 1 Charlie Delta. So now I'm looking for 2 planes. One around 2-ish and
Longboat 71 Bravo Heavy,
1 and 3-ish.
contact approach 124.9er.
124.9, Longboat 71 Bravo. Oh, looks like you got it. Oh yeah, got it.
American 3 is 27, final 270 descending via the Angel 4 with Victor.
American 3, SoCal approach at Cirrus, third approach, runway 25 left.
After Cirrus cleared, ILS 25 left, American 3.
Here's 1 Charlie Delta, you can return to on-course heading.
Okay, turn on course heading, 1 Charlie Delta. So I'm gonna go direct, enter, enter. Put that there. I'm gonna go ahead and go nav once, twice. Gonna put us back the way we were heading. Okay, we're at 10.1, so let's go ahead and go back to the left tank. And we've removed 5 from the right tank. How easy. Now we know we've used 10 gallons. And we're keeping track of where it's coming from. Keeping this aircraft in balance.
Here's 1 Charlie Delta. That heavy Boeing Dreamliner is now 2 o'clock and 6 miles, descending at a 11,300, caution wake turbulence.
Okay, I'll be looking out for that traffic, and I'm heading back towards Ontario. Is that okay?
You're headed back towards Ontario, you're not going towards Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix for sure, but at this point, turning back to my heading so I can get back to my flight plan. I thought you had said I could do that.
So you want to go Ontario now?
No, I'm going Ontario, but that's one of my points for the flight itself.
What's your next waypoint after Ontario?
It'll be Blythe.
You don't have to return to Ontario at this point. Say you're on course heading.
Okay, on course heading, 1 Charlie Delta. Okay, let's turn to...
On course heading, moving to about a 090, correct?
Getting our plane back.
Here's 1 Charlie Delta approach.
1 Charlie Delta.
The course is 090 or something like that?
Yeah, it'll be 085, 1 Charlie Delta.
1 Charlie Delta, you can return to 085, contact approach on 127.0.
Okay, 127.0, 1 Charlie Delta. Now we have our next left leg in, and let's contact approach. Approach, Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta, checking in 11,500.
126.3.
Now normally,
126.35.
they say,
S65 Yankee,
oh now. But this time she said, on course. So when she said that, my fix was going to be Ontario.
So the 2214 is going to maintain.
So when I got back on course, I went going towards Ontario, which I was going to fix, but she had me
2214 advised to get Ontario
a little confused.
2 miles.
But we're back on course. This is going to be, we're all good to go. Turning me around for traffic, because there's so many big jumbo jets flying in from all over the place for LA.
65 Yankee, contact Joshua, approach 124.55.
This is extremely busy airspace. That's the thing about flying in the desert, or over the desert, especially in the summer, is that you got to be weary of monsoon season, right? So I have no issues right now, but that could change in a heartbeat.
Number 381 Charlie Delta, SoCal Palm Springs, altimeter 2983.
Okay, 2983, 1 Charlie Delta. Okay, so watch my altimeter just went to 11.3. I'm 11.5. So we got to fix that. 2983, let's do both places. Okay, so we're going to start climbing to 11,500 again. The whole point of when you're going to new areas and they're giving you a new altimeter setting, it's to know what your altitude is above the ground. So when you're going cross country,
Citation 6 Papa Bravo, turn right heading 290.
you need to know how high you actually are off the ground. Very important. Crazy stuff. So as we get a little closer to the ground, you'll start to feel a little bit more bumps. Pretty darn normal flying over the desert. Especially, like, think about it. You see all these, what do they call these stupid things? The solar panels?
Yeah.
How hot do you think those things are?
Oh my God. Fire.
Right? So do you think it's heating up the air in that general area? You bet.
You betcha.
You bet. Approach Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta is checking in 5,500.
Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta, over airspace, present heading.
Present heading, 1 Charlie Delta.
This approach, we have Juliet, 118 Hotel Romeo.
118 Hotel Romeo, thank you.
Phoenix approach, got 824 after sun. Do you have a vector for us?
Saturated.
12, clear direct gateway.
Clear direct to the destination, cat 824.
Boost left. All lights are on. Altimeter is set. Right now we are just waiting to hear back from Bravo. Or right here back from ATC.
So you're going to probably come like that way?
Yeah, we're going to continue to fly all the way around until we get set up for 25 left. Approach Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta, checking in 4,500.
381 Charlie Delta, Phoenix approach, roger. Number 1 Charlie Delta, altitude is your discretion, and you have the field in sight, 9 o'clock and 9 miles.
Absolutely, 1 Charlie Delta.
Number 1 Charlie Delta, turn left heading 290, make straight in approach, runway 25 left.
Left 290, 1 Charlie Delta, straight in approach.
Number 1 Charlie Delta, just confirm you got the runway, straight in, runway 25 left.
Sorry about that, yeah, 25 left, straight in, one way for 1 Charlie Delta.
Scout 3894, turn left heading 350, vector to final.
Left heading 350, Scout 3894.
All right, turned off.
Number 1 Charlie Delta, keep your speed up as long as you're able for traffic behind you, please.
I'll keep my speed up, 1 Charlie Delta. See, that's what you don't hear at a Delta. So we got 25 left right there, so he wants me to speed this sucker up.
Number 1 Charlie Delta, contact tower 120.9, good day.
120.9, 1 Charlie Delta.
Number 4 Delta Lima, turn left heading 240.
240 for 4 Delta Lima.
Phoenix Tower, Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta is on a 7-mile final, runway 25 left.
Cirrus 381, Charlie Delta, Phoenix Tower, running 25 left, clear to land, safe parking.
I'm going to be going to Cutter Aviation.
And 1 Charlie Delta, roger, running 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land, 381 Charlie Delta. Okay, so speed is still a little high. We're 7 miles out.
4 Delta Lima, contact departure on 126.8, 26.8.
26.8, 4 Delta Lima switching, see ya.
I'm going to pin the nose up a little bit. Let's burn a little
254 Delta Lima, tower.
airspeed so we can get configured. There we go, 119. Push down. Add a little power.
And 254 Delta Lima, tower.
Tower Sky is 3894, visual 25 left.
Sky 3894, Phoenix Tower, can you accept 25 right so I can depart a medevac off the left?
Negative, we don't have performance set up for 25 right, Sky 3894.
Sky 3894, roger, runway 25 left, clear land.
25 left, clear land, Sky 3894.
Wingspan 4, cross, runway 25 right, at Foxtrot 6, taxi Delta 6, Delta depart.
25 right at Foxtrot 6, taxi to park via Delta 6 Delta, wingspan 4, have a great one.
76358, contact departure. Delta 6358, contact departure, good day.
Good day, Tasco 6358.
All right. Airspeed looks good. Look at how busy this place is.
Quebec 1079 Delta Phoenix Tower. One more arrival and then I'll get you going. They're on a 2-mile file.
Thank you, sir. 79 Delta.
Or 381 Charlie Delta. Turn left at Hotel 5. Taxi via Hotel to Qatar. Just monitor southbound.
All right. Left at Hotel 5 and 1 second on that. Okay, cool. Get off the runway all the way. This is crazy. We are at a big ass airport.
How do you feel landing at a Bravo airport?
I'm sweating.
Well, it is hot here.
Okay, I think it has something to do with that and a little tense, you know, making sure I don't screw up too bad.
Traffic.
All right.
I must say they guided you very well.
Well, it's in their best interest. They don't want some little airplane
messing up
all everything that they got going on.